Hi guys, it's me. So we are in week 7 now of AMDA. It's crazy. It's going by really fast. I know everybody says like high school goes by fast and college goes by faster, but I feel like high school didn't go that quickly. I mean, it went fast in the sense that when I graduated, I was like, oh my god, where did the time go? But then looking back on it, I was like, no, that was definitely 4 years. It was 4 years. It felt like 4 years, but in a good way. Because I mean, I loved high school. It was a good time. But now that I'm here, it's going by crazy fast. Like it's almost like I can't even keep up. It's insane. Um, like midterms are starting for me on Wednesday, which is crazy. I'm like, what do you mean midterms are starting? I just got here. So that's fun. I love that I go to a school where I'm looking forward to my midterms. Like, yeah, they're stressful. Yeah, I don't sleep as much as I should because they're stressful, but it's fine because nobody sleeps as much as they should. And I'm looking forward to it. Was where I was going with that. I kind of that's the thing today is I'm just kind of going off track and rambling, but it's fine. Anyways, so my first midterm on Wednesday is for my musical theater class, and for that I'm performing Not for the Life of Me from Thoroughly Modern Billy, which if you don't know is a super fun song. It's, really cute, up-tempo, about a girl who moves to New York City. So, perfect. But it's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. And then I was assigned my next musical theater song for after the midterm, which is I Know the Truth from Aida. And that's a fun song. It's completely different from Thoroughly Modern Millie, which is exactly what I wanted. Because I had mentioned to my teacher, Stephanie Scott, who's incredible, by the way. She's amazing. Anyways, I mentioned to her that I don't want to get stuck doing the same thing over and over and over again. I want to make sure that everything I'm doing, not necessarily everything, but a lot of what I'm doing is different from each other. And I was really glad with the way that turned out. So, that's a really fun class. I'm just gonna adjust. I cannot believe how much I've learned already. I mean, not just in that class, in all of my classes, but in that one, in particular, it goes by really fast. I'll tell you, it does. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And then my next midterm is Thursday for acting foundations, more commonly known as garbage removal, which I think is really funny. So, anyways, that's gonna be fun. And so for that, I have a scene called an etude, where you basically get a set of lines, and then not even off of that, but it's with a partner, and then you have to create an entire scenario, and your characters, your character relationship, your stakes, the whole thing. So you are given the lines and you create the scene. So that's fun. I'm gonna be excited to be done with the etudes. Like they were fun. They're very valuable. They're very, very valuable. Like, it's not one of those things where I'm like, this is stupid, what's the point? Like, I get it, I know what the point is. I'm just excited to also be done with them. And then after that, as far as midterms go, after that, the midterms just kind of fall in after that. I think those are all of my midterms for this week. And then next week I have for the rest of my classes. I'm not sure if I already talked about it, but I'm taking 12 classes. I've got ballet, sight singing, VPS, acting, theater dance, musical theater, jazz, musical theater films, tap, individual voice, practicum, and a practicum lab that we have to do twice a semester. So, I mean, it's a lot of classes, it's a lot of work, I'm at the 61st Street campus anywhere from 8 in the morning to 10 at night. So it's an incredible amount of work, but everything is so valuable too. So while you're doing the work, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm exhausted, I am so tired, I just want to go to sleep. And I'm like, but not once have I thought this is stupid or this is pointless, because everything we do has a point. Everything we do is for a reason, which I really participate. I really appreciate, because busy work is something that irritates me, and we just don't, busy work doesn't exist here. Neither do holidays. That's a different thing. And joking on that, because I am actually at the end of a 4-day weekend because we had Thanksgiving and the day after off. I'm just bitter because I didn't get to go home, but it's fine. Actually, I was expecting to really hate this weekend. I thought it was going to be horrible, but it wasn't that bad, you know? I went to the parade, which was amazing, by the way. Just to see something live, like in person, that I've watched on TV since I was like tiny, like child-wise. You know, it was so cool. And then yesterday I saw the Rockettes at Radio City Music Hall, which was crazy. It was really cool. So it's been a good weekend, which I'm so thankful for. I thought I was going to be a mess this weekend, but I wasn't for the most part. You know, a couple spots here and there where it got a little iffy, but it's fine, you know? We're good, we're chilling. And yeah, it's been a really good weekend, which I did not expect, but I'm grateful for. Man, I'm grateful for that. And then I'm coming home. I'm coming home on December 22nd, so mark your calendars. Just kidding, you don't necessarily care. It's fine. And if you're watching this, you probably care at least a little bit, otherwise you wouldn't be watching. But anyways, it's been a really good time, you know? I'm loving my classes. Well, you know, 11 out of the 12. Because honestly, the practicum lab thing I did not appreciate. Actually, I thought that was a bit of a waste of time. I said nothing here is a waste of time, but that was the practicum lab. Because they have you walk from 61st Street to the Ansonia on 73rd, and then you have to sit there and they're going to tell you how to teach, or they're going to teach you how to use Google Docs and Microsoft Word. And I get why that could be valuable, you know, for people who, you know, who have never used that sort of thing. Which, I mean, I'm sure everybody's used something at least similar to it, you know, in their lifetime. Oh, this is not a tattoo, by the way. It's for my etude in acting. It's part of a character thing. So it's just a pen. Like, don't worry, not going crazy. Yeah, so we have to learn how to use Microsoft Word, and I was like, I wrote my entrance essay on Microsoft Word. But like I said, I get why it's valuable for people who have never used it, but I really wish that it was an optional class. Because I'm like, I don't want to sit there for an hour and learn how to change fonts, you know, stuff that I already know, that I've already done. Like, so that made me very irritated. Especially because that day, it was snowing that day, and my toes were cold, and I just wanted to go home and go to bed. But no, I had to sit through practicum lab. Anyways, enough of my ranting. I don't remember where I was going to go with that. I'm pretty sure I had another thing I was going to say, like a really smooth segue. It's gone now. Oh well. I think I was talking about classes. Oh yes, how I love 11 out of the 12 classes. But fortunately, practicum lab is just twice a semester. So I don't have to waste too much time there. But all of the classes are really good, you know, except for practicum lab. But again, I get why that's important too. It's like, it's not that it doesn't serve a purpose. It does. It just doesn't serve a purpose to me. So, selfish as I may be. Wow, this keeps happening today. I just keep losing my train of thought. I'm sure that's going to be great for my rehearsal later. Oh well. Let's see, what else I'm going to say? I don't know. Silence has just become really long. It's difficult sometimes to make these videos because, you know, in a conversation, you typically wait for someone to say something back to you, but this is not a live video. I'm recording it right now, so obviously you're not going to say something back to me, which I can't respond off of. So it's strange. Honestly, I'm basically just talking to myself. Although that's not that strange since I do that on a regular basis anyways. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. So there's this new shop that, sorry, scatterbrain today, my goodness. There's a new shop that opened up right down my street called Shakespeare and Company, and it's a bookstore, but it's also a cafe. And I was just mind blown. I'm like, this is such a good idea. So it's my new favorite store, which is where I was able to pick up a copy of The Count of Monte Cristo, which is my favorite book, and I was so excited. So now I get to start reading this again. It's my favorite. And I haven't had any of their food yet, but you best better believe I got a membership. See, I signed up for their membership thing. So I'm sure I'll be going there again soon. So it's fun. Plus I like, local businesses. Local businesses are great. And there are so many of them here too. It's just really cool. Window shopping here is a lot of fun. A lot of the times I'll actually leave my wallet in my room here so that I don't buy anything. Because, I have self-control, but then there are some times where I was like, oh my gosh, this will be perfect for mom, or this will be perfect for Nevin, or this will be amazing for dad. And then I'll pick it up and be like, now I'm spending too much money. So sometimes if I'm like, I'm going to go window shopping today, and I'm just going to go window shopping, so I'll just leave my wallet here. And that works pretty well. Yeah, so a lot of the stores here are great, but I mean, you would expect that they would be since it's New York. Although I gotta say, this is on a completely different topic, but one of my favorite things here is mail. I love getting mail. You walk up to the mail counter, you're like 1014, and they're like, you have a package, and it's so exciting. Or you have a letter, and it is one of the most exciting things in my life, which is weird because I'm living in New York City going to performing arts college, but no, getting mail is my favorite part of the day. It's funny, but there was a couple of weeks ago, man, was it been a couple of weeks? Time is just really slipping away from me right now. I guess it was was it a week? It doesn't matter when it was. But I went to check my mail because I was expecting a package, and my friend who works at the mail desk, she was like, oh yeah, you have a couple packages. I was like, a couple? So she pulls out one, and I was like, okay, I was expecting that one. And then she pulled out a second one, and I was like, what? And then she pulled out a third one, and I was like, what? I was very confused. And then she put a bunch of letters on top, and I was like, just checked my mail yesterday. Like, I know this is all from today. But it was super exciting, because then I'm like, oh, surprises, like, what are these boxes? And I got back to my room, and they were like care packages, and my heart melted. Like, it made me so happy. It was crazy. And so one of them was from a family member that I have in Texas, Amy. Shout out, Amy, thank you so much. Like, I actually cried when I opened your package. Like, it was so incredible. It was really nice. So thank you so much. And all of the things that you put in there, I use on a daily basis. So thank you so, so much. I really can't thank you enough. Thank you. And then the other package was from one of my best friends, Stephanie, and it was a mug. And she knows how much I love tea. And it was just so sweet. And then a couple days later, I got another package from her, which was a giant bag of Sour Patch Kids, which is like my second favorite candy. So, and you know how I love sugar. And it was so sweet. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, this is so cool. And then I got a care package from my mom. Well, it was partially from my mom and partially from my aunt, every time. Sorry, I'm so tired. It was partially from my mom, partially from Uncle Michael and Aunt Laura. So thank you to you guys too. Again, I use your stuff on a daily basis. I mean, all of that tea is like right here that I use. Oh, sorry. And like, just thank you so much. It really made my entire month to get those packages. Chair's all positioned weird. And so it was so kind. Thank you. And then I got another package from my Grammy and Papa, and it had a Bible in it, and it had candy in it too, and it just makes me so happy. Not to just get stuff, just getting stuff doesn't mean anything to me. But when there are things, because I feel like there's a difference between stuff and things. Because things, you know, at least the way I'm talking about them right now, you know, they have meaning, they are significant, and they're, you know, like of sentimental value, and things that are practical. And it was just, it really made my heart sing and dance. So thank you guys so much. I cannot tell you how much your guys' support and your guys' belief in me has, like, gotten me through the last 6 weeks and continue to get me through the next however many more. So I just really wanted to thank you guys. Like, I love you all so much. So thank you, like, truly from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Okay, so